The goshawk is staring at me in mortal terror, and I can feel the silences between both our heartbeats coincide. Her eyes are luminous, silver in the gloom. Her beak is open. She breathes hot hawk breath in my face. It smells of pepper and musk and burned stone. Her feathers are half raised, and her wings half open, and her scaled yellow toes and curved black talons grip the glove tightly. It feels like I'm holding a flaming torch. I can feel the heat of her fear on my face. She stares. She stares and stares. Seconds slow and tick past. Her wings are dropped low. She crouches ready for flight. I don't look at her. I mustn't. What I am doing is concentrating very hard on the process of not being there. Here's one thing I know from years of training hawks. One of the things you must learn to do is become invisible. It's what you do when a fresh hawk sits on your left fist with food beneath her feet in a state of savage defensive fear. Hawks aren't social animals like dogs or horses. They understand neither coercion nor punishment. The only way to tame them is through positive reinforcement with gifts of food. You want the hawk to eat the food you hold. It's the first step in reclaiming her that will end with you being hunting partners. But the space between the fear and the food is a vast, vast gulf, and you have to cross it together. I thought once that you did it by being infinitely patient. But no, it is more than that. You must become invisible. Imagine, you're in a darkened room. You're sitting with a hawk on your fist. She is as immobile, as tense and sprung as a catapult at full stretch. Underneath her huge thorny feet is a chunk of raw steak. You're trying to get her to look at the steak, not at you, because you know, though you haven't looked, that her eyes are fixed in horror at your profile. All you can hear is the wet click, click, click of her blinking. To cross this space between fear and food, and to somehow make possible an eventual concord between your currently paralyzed, immobile minds, you need, very urgently, not to be there. You empty your mind and become very still. You think of exactly nothing at all. The hawk becomes a strange, hollow concept, as flat as a snapshot or a schematic drawing, but at the same time as pertinent to your future as an angry high court judge. Your gloved fist squeezes the meat a fraction, and you feel the tiny imbalance of weight, and you see out of the very corner of your vision that she's looked down at it. And so, remaining invisible, you make the food the only thing in the room apart from the hawk. You're not there at all. And what you hope is that she'll start eating, and you can very, very slowly make yourself visible.